How many times recently have you heard people say, that would never, ever happen in America, you freaking conspiracy theorist? Well, now in New Brunswick, New Jersey, the government over there is considering opening the door to the idea that they don't want to sell groceries to the Guys, there's only one thing more dangerous than freedom, and that's not having it. People ask me all the time, hey Brian, do you really use that keto elevate stuff, and does it really work? The answer is yes and yes. Never in my entire life have I lost body fat so quickly. Not even in my prime at 25, which is over 25 years ago. I'm approaching 54 this year. If you want to support the channel and do your health a favor, grab some with my link in the description. New Brunswick government opens door to deny the UnV xxed groceries. New Brunswick Health Minister Dorothy Shepherd and Chief Medical Officer of Health Dr. Jennifer Russell are scheduled to address the public at 2:30 p.m. What's the date on this? December 5th, so just a couple days ago. Three-level plan will remain in place until spring. Indoor gatherings limited to 20 people. The New Brunswick government has released its winter plan for you-know-what 3 days earlier than planned in the face of a very concerning rise in you-know-what over the past 2 weeks and a disproportionate number of cases among the you-know-what, the non-initiated. Health Minister Dorothy Shepherd said a three-level plan will go into effect on Saturday at 11:59 p.m. I guess that's this coming up Saturday. It will remain in effect until spring, she said at a live stream Con Job 1984 by George Orwell update on Friday. They give a choice to businesses while they apply pressure behind the scenes. The entire province will be on level 1, the lowest level of restrictions. When the plan goes into effect on Saturday, it includes the following rules and guidelines. Informal indoor gatherings limited to 20 people, outdoor gatherings limited to 50. UnV xxed residents should avoid informal indoor gatherings. Ritualistic shame muzzles will be required in outdoor spaces when physical distancing can't be maintained. Malls, grocery stores, salons must enforce physical distancing. Malls, grocery stores, salons have the option of requiring proof of VAXX from all patrons. That's an option right now. But on the table, if people allow this, if people allow their government officials to do this, that's all the foot in the door they need to go, oh, you know what? Now we're going to switch that from having the option to you must require proof of VAXX before you can shop in a grocery store. Schools will follow existing plans at this time. Government opens the door. Yeah, that is an open door. That's an open door right there. Grocery stores have the option of requiring proof of VAXX. It's kind of a stupid rule. Of course people would have that option, whether you say they do or not. Whether you put it on level 1 or level 10, people are going to have that option to decide who they want and who they don't want in the stores. The measures are not difficult, Shepherd said, noting, quote, the power to keep us in level 1 is in our hands. Oh, that's a threat. That right there is a threat. The power to keep us at level 1. If you don't want to escalate this thing, then you better do what you're told. Then you better comply. You better be a good little Johnny order follower. It's gotten so bad that, look at this. People are trying to come up with creative ways to get their VAXX card in the system. That this guy right here says, man in Italy uses fake silicone arm to try to get VAXX certificate. A 50-year-old man, says CNN, tried to pass off a silicone arm as his own at a Con Job 1984 by George Orwell VAXX clinic in northern Italy in an attempt to get a VAXX certification without actually bowing down at the altar, Jabbo, and enriching the big farm guy. We can't have that. That's the message from CNN. The deception was spotted by a nurse, Filippa Bua, as she was about to administer the VAXX in Bella Piedmont on Thursday. Bua told CNN she noticed something odd about the arm. The color of the skin was anomalous, much lighter compared to the hands and face of the patient, she said. After inspecting the area, she realized that the arm was fake, made of silicone. We can't have people trying to scoot under the wire like that. I first felt sorry for the man. By the way, we shouldn't
I don't endorse this. I don't endorse this. We shouldn't have to make excuses. We shouldn't have to say, no, I have a religious exemption. I have a medical exemption. I have a silicone arm implant. Just go ahead and give me my VAXX, or printing out fake VAXX certificates. The answer is no. The answer is no. If somebody goes, you can't shop here, I'm shopping. I'm shopping here. I am shopping here. There's nothing, what? I'm not breaking a law. I'm going to get that food right there. I'm going to pay with this money right here, and I'm going to feed my family. Not, well, will you accept my exemption? Will you accept this? Here, I have a fake con job 1984 passport. No, I'm not giving it. No, I don't need that. I don't want it. Nobody should want it. You want to be free people, or you want to just continue to placate and play the game? I'm done playing this game. Actually, I never started playing the game. How many of you in the room have never worn a ritualistic shame muzzle and don't plan on bowing down at the altar of Jabbo ever in your entire life, unless a team of, well-armed, hefty thugs drag you to the altar? And as Alan Dershowitz says, jab a needle into your arm. Never played the game, not planning on playing the game. Screw it. I walk into stores. People, I'm sorry, we need a mask in here. Don't even pay attention. Just keep on walking. Do your own business. If they chase you around the store, which I haven't had happen to me yet. Sorry, I can't hear you. What do you say? I'm hard of hearing. What are you saying? And they're talking to you. I'm sorry. What did you say, ma'am? What are you trying to get me to do? I'm hard of hearing. I only read lips. Pulling the mask down. You have to have a mask in here. It's like, well, wait a second. You just took your ritualistic shame muzzle off, so it's obviously not that big of a deal. It's probably not that big of a deal to you. If you felt it was a bigger deal for me to understand what you were saying when you took your ritualistic shame muzzle off, as you're trying to tell me that I need to put my ritualistic shame muzzle on. If you were really concerned about a deadly, horrible virus that could invade and tear apart your lung tissue, you wouldn't care if the guy could read the lips. You would get out a chalkboard and go, you have to wear your ritualistic shame muzzle. Look, I'm safe. So ridiculous. And then all these people that I see with the ritualistic shame muzzle down below their nose, or, wearing it as a chin diaper. It's just pathetic. If I truly believed that there was some kind of horrible thing that I could get out there in the regular world, operating normally like I usually do, I'd be getting a hazmat suit. I'd be having a World War II issue gas mask with canister, these wires going all over you. I would duct tape my boots down to my legs and around my gloves. I'd have gloved hands, goggles. No part of my flesh would be showing. If I was really serious about this, if you're really serious, you'd do that, and then go out and condemn everybody going, you just have a surgical, it's not even N95. You're not even protecting your eyes. You guys don't even believe what fake stream media says. You're just doing what everybody else is doing because they're doing it. I first felt sorry for the man, thinking that he had a prosthesis, and was wondering if I had somehow forced him to give me the wrong arm. But then he admitted that he was wearing a fake arm on purpose to avoid bowing down at the altar of Jabbo and enriching the big farm guy. And this nurse is like, we can't have that. We must enrich the big farm guy. We must do exactly what mainstream media says. We have to comply with our government because that could never go wrong. Tired of automatons. I want just give me human beings. Real human beings who don't just roll over for every Tom, Dick, and Harry teleprompter reader on corporate media networks. The revelation prompted a range of emotions for Bua, who said that she has been a nurse since 1987 and has administered thousands of jabs. At the very beginning, I was surprised. Then I was angry. I felt professionally offended. He showed no respect for our intelligence and our profession. You're disrespectful, and you think I'm stupid because I want you to bow down at the altar of Jabbo so that you can enrich the big farm guy, who is clearly a criminal organization engaged in corrupt marketing practices, bribing physicians and suppressing adverse trial results. Why wouldn't you bow down to that? Never expected such a thing in my life. The Piedmont regional government condemned the man's attempt to cheat. You're cheating the system if you don't enrich the big farm guy, you cheater. It's like those cops go, oh, you're going to cheat us out of civil asset forfeiture? It's our money, not hers. Our dog found it. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. The case could be classified as ridiculous, except that we're talking about a gesture of enormous gravity. Unacceptable for the sacrifice that the whole community is paying for the planned, organized, partial shutdown of the U.S. and world economies in the second, third, fourth, fifth quarters. Oh, there is no fifth quarter. A joint communique from the Piedmont region's president and health counselor reads, in a video message, the president of the Piedmont regional government, Alberto Cirio, went further, saying the incident was, quote, an offense to the region's health system that is among the first in Italy for VAXX capacity and for booster doses. So they take it as a direct offense against their profession because you don't want to bow down at the altar of Jabbo, and you can come up with crafty ways to get out of it. Don't insult my intelligence. Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote my Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all going to need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.